quite alright. I'm offending my people, it's quite alright. I'll be your enemy now for shining light. I feel your energy down, it's kinda slight. I guess the memories now is out of sight. They wanna see you fall down when you living right. It's the gospel I'm preaching, you niggas tight. It's the gospel I'm preaching, you niggas tight. It's the famine of the word, so the truth gotta be hid. That's right. Diamond in the rough, I got dirt, but I'm still digging. Time to bring something prolific. Blessings come through persistence. All my ox speak truth. It's simply our rendition. Time to catapult to the next level. Like the boats on vinyl records, touching souls in every lecture. Walk the streets with the heavy metal. Take me out, I would never let them. They bubble up and fizzle out. Yeah, them niggas is Alka-Seltzer. UPK said get the shot. They more nutty than a big professor. Big breed, battle tested. A king all in my own right. And I praise Hamashiach. He the word and the light. I offend you niggas, that's quite alright. Got you all in your feelings though. But I sleep real well at night. I'm eyes wide, early bright. I'm outside doing outreach with no cameras. You don't know me. There's no group that controls me. Solo moving one deep. Seen violence, but I chose peace. They start beef, I don't speak. De-escalation, just go preach. I'm offending my people. It's quite alright. It's quite alright. I'll be your enemy now for shining light. For shining light. I feel your energy down. It's kinda slight, kinda slight. I guess the memories now is out of sight. They out of sight. They wanna see you fall down when you living right. You living right. It's the gospel I'm preaching. You niggas tight. You niggas tight. I'm offending my people. It's quite alright. It's quite alright. I'll be your enemy now for shining light. Shining light. They say that beauty is skin deep. Her heart then turned to plastic. From mattress to actress. Did it all for a status. That casting couches. The snorting ounces. The only fans. Now she hold them bands on the weekends on the dance. Niggas watching, she thirst trapping on the ground. And here we go again, few stacks, she going home with him. But this time different, a nigga with some ill intentions. 3 months later, found her body in Satilla River. 4 months ago, I warned this chick, she didn't listen. She said that I was tripping. She even got offended. Offending these women is quite alright, it's quite alright. I'll be your enemy now for shining light, shining light. I feel your energy down, it's kinda slight, kinda slight. I guess the memories now is out of sight, out of sight. I'm offending my people, it's quite alright, it's quite alright. I'll be your enemy now for shining light, shining light. Yes, indeed, it's quite alright, it's quite alright. Yeah. All praises to the Most High, the God of Israel. It's your brother New Breed coming back with another live stream. Yes, indeed. I see people rolling in the chat pretty quick. All praises to the Almighty. I see Brooklyn Jump in the house. Steph Bless in the house. Erica Smith's in here. Eric Graham, Tavon Austin. Young Gene, what's up? What's up? What's up? Osu Sun. IMO Josh in the house. Violet Black. Peace and blessings to everybody joining the stream. My, oh my, do we have a discussion for this evening? Brothers, I got to give you fair warning. Fair warning. Some women out here are 100% evil. I'm talking about they all the way gone. It ain't no saving them. It ain't no throwing no life raft out there. It ain't no trying to teach them and edify them. It ain't no trying to communicate with them. It ain't even no speaking to them. I'm telling you, there's some women out here who are 100% pure, unadulterated evil. And today, you're going to be able to see, I would say, the best example of this that you've ever seen on social media. Just the level of disrespect you're going to see from this woman that I'm going to show. I'm going to share something with y'all. You know how I go to the sources, and I'm always parallel these sources with scripture. But what you're going to see from this woman is going to be proof that some women are just 100% evil. And I find it necessary to tell brothers this because, you know, we hear a lot about wicked men in this society. A lot of brothers get demonized all the time. And anytime a man does wrong, there's no limitations of public scrutiny
There's no limitations to how far the system would denigrate that man, shame that man, hold that man accountable, and pretty much bring that man to a place of total dishonor and shame. Anytime you see a man do wrong, that's what happens in this society. They tear that man to pieces until he's nothing, until he's totally emasculated and rendered of all his strength. Anytime a man makes a mistake in this here society, that's what happens. But on the other hand, women are made to look majestic, angelic, innocent, pure, and lily. And we just got to really, really make it be known that in actuality, the Bible tells us in the book of Sirach, as a matter of fact, because we always bringing you the scriptures. We don't play no games. We bring y'all the scriptures. The book of Sirach tells us, and that's Sirach chapter 25, verse 19. It tells us, all wickedness is but little to the wickedness of a woman. Let the portion of a sinner fall upon her. Now, what that scripture is telling you is that there is no wickedness that can compare to the venom and strife coming from a woman. And we're going to really break some things down. I'm going to share my screen with y'all with no further ado. I want everybody to get the thumbs up on this broadcast. If you're a woman who comes to the defense of this woman that's going to be speaking, then you really are at the wrong place. You're in the wrong place, because just the level of just the level of repulsiveness. This right here is uncharted, because now we have national TV to air out just how venomous, how wicked, and vile a woman can be when it comes to how she treats a man with his children. Right? Let's get to it, man. B Minor, thank you for the $10 contribution. I appreciate it. Thank you, bro. I'm gonna share my screen with y'all. Now, this show right here, I like this show. It's called Ayana, Fix My Life. And often you have some quite interesting guests on the show. She has some segments that are really revealing and eye-opening. And I want to go to this one segment here that just fluctuated around World Star. And of course, this particular broadcast actually aired a couple of years back, but for some reason it resurfaced on World Star. And I caught wind of this. And this story is just unbelievable. When I watched this story, I said, man, there's so many teaching points to brothers, to let brothers know to be careful with their seed, be careful what woman they fall for, be careful how you maneuver out here, brothers. Be careful how you maneuver. There's some women out here who are gun-ho in destroying you. Their sole purpose is to destroy you. They harbor the Jezebel spirit. Nephew Todd, thank you for the $20 contribution, bro. I appreciate it. Thank you, family, for supporting this work. All right, let's get into this.
Clean up the infection.
Oh, first and foremost, the segment of this video, Monzel rejects Yvonne's apology because her false R-word accusations broke him. All right. Monzel rejects Yvonne's apology because her false R-word accusations broke him. Now, fair use, federal law allows me to exhibit portions of copywritten material for the purposes of teaching, edifying, and this is what I'm doing here is fair use, and this particular content will be transformative. All right, thank you.
Hey, we're going to clean up the infection. We're going to tell the truth. Mr. Monzel, in your lie detector test, you were asked, did you have any sexual contact with any of your 3 daughters? You said no. And the lie detector said there was no deception. Yes, they got it. How does that feel for you?
So let me give you the context. This man was accused of sexual allegations towards his very own daughters. Now, during the time of these allegations, his daughters were too young to know whether or not this incident actually took place or not. So these particular accusations came at the behest of a venomous woman, a vile, despicable woman who wanted to harm this man. And that's not cool whatsoever. And he was given a lie detector test on national television. He passed the lie detector test after years of being isolated from his children, after years of dealing with prison, after years of heartache, pain, after years of terrible shame that was brought to you by the community he's from, after years of distress, pain, and anguish, and all caused by the hand of this wicked, vile, sick woman. Now, I want y'all to listen.
And that your daughters know it.
Well, I felt they always did know it.
You felt they always did know it.
Mm-hmm.
And didn't speak it because
They didn't know no better.
So they were at such a young age where the mother was able to instill these lies into them. She was able to operate in the spirit of witchcraft. She was able to lie to them and tell them that their father hurt them. And brothers, this is why you got to be careful. Because children have impressionable minds. And when you have a seed by these witches, they'll tell your child that you left them, that your daddy abandoned you. And they will make the child believe this through repetition. It's almost like MK Ultra. If you're constantly telling somebody something, you're programming them, you're brainwashing that individual. You're constantly telling them that your daddy ain't this, your daddy ain't that. They will believe it. They won't know no difference because this woman is operating in witchcraft. She told the daughters that your daddy was touching you. They didn't know whether it was true or not. This woman didn't even listen. Check this out. This woman didn't even take into account how it would hurt the daughters, how the daughters would feel with such a horrendous lie. She didn't even take into account that the daughters would have to endure counseling, stress, have that lack of leadership and fatherhood. She didn't even account for the fact that it takes a father to be in that house to teach them young ladies how to be loved by a man. She didn't care about that. It was all about hurting that man, and I'm going to prove it. This show is going to prove it was all about hurting this man. Brothers, y'all got to understand, some women do not look at children as children. They look at children as pawns. These type of sick beings exist. They look at the children as pawns. They are weapons to be used to hurt you, even if it hurts themselves, if it hurts themselves or the children. They will use those children to manipulate you and make things as hard as they can for you. Let's continue.
They wasn't told no different.
Now listen, you can look at this woman. She looks like the everyday run-of-the-mill church lady. The Jezebel spirit holds no bounds. Imagine back in the day. You know, she was a pretty young thing back in the day. His daughters are full grown now. Back in the day, she was all looking all good. When the old boy ran up on her, he just seen a beautiful woman. And now when you look at her, you're looking at an ordinary church lady. But guess what? This woman is 100% evil. Straight up wicked. Cynthia Hatley says, as a woman, I cannot even fathom that the mother of her daughters would be crushed in the way. This is heartless. Absolutely. It's just straight up shameful. Tavon Austin said they should establish laws that put women in jail for false allegations against a man, such as R word, etc. But understanding this wicked Babylonian system that revolves around women liberation, nah, that's a fact. This woman really should be in prison. They should be locking her up and throwing away the damn key. Straight up.
Miss Yvonne took a lie detector test and said, did you make up or exaggerate any stories with the intention to harm Monzel? She responded no, and the answer was deceptive.
Did you purposely, with malicious intent, make up horrendous stories to cause this man harm? She said no. Her answer was deceptive. Do you know how evil a person got to be to sit there and make up a lie like that? Like the book of Sirach ain't lying. This is a whole nother level of narcissism. This is on a whole nother stratosphere, brothers and sisters. This is crazy right here. Look, Isaiah chapter 3, verse 12 says, as for my people, children are their oppressors, and women rule over them. O my people, they which lead thee cause thee to error, and destroy the way of thy paths. As for my people, children will be our oppressors, because you have a child support system. You have a system in which they don't have no love for the man. You have a system in which they will destroy the man. They want a man to be a paycheck, but be outside of the household and not be guidance and leadership. You will have a system where these children will be used to oppress our nation, because our nation comprises of leadership. If we don't have leadership, men leading and being able to make a living for themselves and survive and thrive and succeed and boost the economy, then you destroy the whole nation. You oppress the whole nation using children. And it said women rule over them. Women. This is crazy. What a horrendous lie. So she did it on purpose to hurt this man. Brothers, be careful with your seed. It ain't worth it. I don't care. Hey, what did BBD tell you? Never trust a fat ass and a smile. That girl is poison. Never trust a fat ass and a smile. This reminds me of the song from Electric Orchestra. This reminds me of Evil Woman. Da-na-na-na-na-na. Evil woman. Damn, that's evil, bro. Man, let's continue.
Then he asked you, did you say something to the effect of, I'm going to make sure you're never happy again?
I'm going to make sure you're never happy again. Goodness gracious. So she was asked in a lie detector test, did you come out of your mouth and tell this man? Did you tell this man, I'm going to make sure that you are never happy again? That I mean, literally, I'm going to ruin you. I'm going to rip your soul out, is what this woman told that man. I'm going to put you in such a level of hurt and anger. I am going to break you. I'm going to break your spirit. I'm going to make sure you will never be the man you once were. Brothers, there are some women out here who are designed to do this. There's some cold-blooded Jezebels that they feast off the pain of a man. I mean, they become drunk off of your blood, brothers. Your pain. your tears. Those times, even when you're not around her and she can't see the pain. She can't see those lonely nights when you're thinking about your children and you yearning to see your baby boys and your baby girls. But this woman is abusing the system. And it's what it is. It's abuse. Men are being abused too. It's abusive to have to walk on eggshells and not even, you can't even be yourself as a man. You got to worry about offending this woman. Because if you offend her, what does she do? She play games. She block you brothers from being able to call your children. She makes sure that you're not able to talk to them. She makes sure it's hard for you to reach them. Because even though she can't see the pain, her heartless, cold, empty spirit can feed off of it. She knows it's there. She knows you're a good man. You empathetic brothers, you brothers with good hearts out here, these women be knowing when you got a good heart. And it's like they get drunk off the power. It's a power struggle for them. They want to possess your soul. These women work for Satan, bro. It don't get no more demonic than this woman. Yep. Somebody said, black man, protect your seed. All men protect your seed. But especially you melanated brothers out here, stop thinking with your lower region. Stop thinking with your lower region. You can cause yourself a world of pain. Pray to the, if you already have one of these quote unquote baby mamas that get down like this and she play all kind of games and she manipulate, listen, do what you got to do, brothers. Get yourself a lawyer and fight for your children. It may be a hard road, and I'm not going to sit here and lie to you and act like the courts aren't going to rip you apart. I'm not going to act like it ain't going to be a tough time that you're going to have to go through. But as long as your intentions are pure, the Most High God sees you. The Most High God knows your struggle. He knows your heart. He knows what you desire. Before you even pray to the Most High, He know what you need and He know what you want. So you got to go in it with faith. You got to go in it with the spirit of courage and fight for your children, because we don't need no more women like this raising our seeds without us in the picture. This is straight up sad. Christian says, I'm in court right now trying to get my daughter. Christian, I'm gonna have you in my prayers, brother. I had to fight for some of my children, and it's a hard road, but you can do it, brother, and you'll be in my prayers, man. Let's continue.
Did you say something to the effect of, I'm going to make sure you're never happy again? She responded, no. And the answer was deceptive. So, Miss Yvonne has...
He already knew she was lying. He ain't surprised. He already knew what was up. So he just looking at her like, how could you be so damn wicked? How?
Acknowledged that her story about you touching your children in a sexual way was not true. So, Miss Yvonne, is there anything that you wanted to say to...
Hold on, rewind that, ladies and gentlemen. Listen to this. Listen to the question that's asked so you can see her full intentions.
Your children in a sexual way. So, Miss Yvonne has acknowledged that her story about you touching your children in a sexual way was not true. So,
she acknowledged that it wasn't true. She did it to hurt him.
Miss Yvonne, is there anything that you wanted to say to Mr. Monsell?
Why didn't you fight for him harder if you knew you didn't do it?
Oh, hell no. Hold up. Hold on.
To Mr. Monsell.
Listen to her response,
Why
y'all.
didn't you fight for him harder if you knew you didn't do it?
And what is it that...
Ladies and gentlemen, her response was, why didn't you fight for them harder if you knew you didn't do it? The woman was not apologetic. The woman she actually blamed the man for her lying. How could you fight your lie? You're mad at this man because of your lie. Yo, that is straight up just absolute narcissism, 100%. Yo, that's crazy as hell, bro. Now, this is what society has created. Women cannot take accountability. It's like, yo, they just don't have it in them. Even when they just dead wrong, when they are caught red-handed, it's still the man's fault. You didn't cost this man all of this heartache and pain. And the only thing you can say is, well, why you ain't fight harder? You knew it wasn't true. You knew I'm a lying demon. You should have fought hard to prove yourself. You should have got a better lawyer then. Yeah, I said that you molested your daughters, the most heinous. Listen, I got to wrap your minds around this. This is the most heinous, deplorable, despicable thing you could ever accuse a man of. Harming children, let alone harming children, but his own children. This is literally, this is the worst thing that you can ever accuse a man of. And your response, instead of being apologetic, your response is, why you ain't fight harder? Why you ain't fight harder? Why you ain't get a better lawyer then? How old is this woman reacting this way? There should have been police officers. There should have been police officers right there on the set to take this woman away. That's perjury. That's lying under oath. That's false accusations. That's slander. Like, this woman should have been leaving in cuffs the moment that those lie detector tests came back. Thank you, Chuba Olu. Thank you, brother. Hopefully I said your name right. It says you have to look at these type of as demons. They will never take responsibility for their evil doing. From such, stay away so that they can die off. That's a fact. They will never take responsibility. A sister says she was so embarrassed. She was so humiliated. She didn't know what to say. She shouldn't have said anything. You would have thought she would have had the decency to even fake cry. She could have fake cried, at least acted like she cared. She could have been apologetic. But she did exactly what's in her, to be a demon and to be a devil. And the spirit that's in her, it came out.
He could have said that would have made you not believe the lie you were telling.
Right. What could he have said to make you believe the lie you knew you were telling? You're going to blame him when you lied. I love how Ayana just brung that around. How could he? She said, how would he make you believe a lie or not believe something that you lied on? Like, that's crazy. Do you hear how diabolical you sound, lady?
I believe the lie you were telling. Miss Yvonne, you told the lie. It was a lie, and you told it. And you got to own it.
Yo, her daughters should be pissed all the way off right now. As she's saying what she's saying, the daughters should be they should be ready to walk up out of there and really not have nothing to do with moms. Straight up. For what they did to your father, you should not want anything to do with this woman.
I'm sorry. I need you to say that you did not rape your girls. I need to hear it come out your mouth the way I've always heard it.
I apologize for accusing you of raping them. Please forgive me.
Do you hear how insecure that was? Only reason she apologized because she was on spot. It was very insecure. I apologize. Tell you, that's crazy, man. Yeah, somebody said she brainwashed them for too long. They probably won't even be mad at her. Real talk, Candace. Real talk. She ain't even sorry, not the least bit. All right, let's continue. Let's see his response.
You don't have to forgive her. You don't have to.
I cannot accept your apology because it's not sincere. Deep down, I know that you didn't believe that.
No, she didn't believe it. She said that she was trying to hurt you. She was trying to rip your heart out. She was trying to destroy your life. She wanted to destroy you as a man. It pleased her to ruin your life. It pleased her to leave you without your children in your life. It did something for her. She did it on purpose.
You knew I had no sexual desires for my children. For 25 years, this thing has broken me. I don't know. It has affected my life in ways I can't even count. The things that you did. This is not no game. This is these children's lives.
And see, you hear what this brother said? This ain't no damn game. These are these children's lives. And this is the thing, brothers. Y'all got to understand. A lot of women be thinking when they have your baby, they think it's a damn game. They think it's a game to be played. And that's what a lot of you brothers got to understand. These women are not mature. These women don't want what's best for the children. That's real. Just this is horrendous what this woman did. Straight up.
I don't know. It has affected my life in ways I can't even count. The things that you did.
Brothers, you got to learn from this man right here in this incident. And notice, this woman, she feels nothing. As this man pours his heart out, she feels nothing. Proverbs chapter 30, verse 20. Such is the way of an adulterous woman. She eateth and wipeth her mouth and saith, I have done no wickedness. She don't believe that she's done anything because in her own means, she feels justified. Once they are reprobated, once they give their souls to Satan, once a good girl is gone forever, it ain't no taking her back. Once she has given her soul, she justifies everything she does. This is why they can't take accountability. Everything in their eyes, they can do no wrong. They don't trespass against the Most High because they liken themselves unto goddesses.
This is not no game. This is these children's lives. And it's just a demon in you.
Woo! And it's just a demon in you that you need to deal with. It's just a demon in you. That demon is the succubus spirit. That demon that's in her is the Jezebel spirit. A spirit that's running amok right now all over society. Michelle A says, adulterous woman. Men are way more adulterous. That's her response to what's being shown right now. Because the modern woman always deflects. if one of these evil women get called out and highlighted and exposed, the rest of the hive always comes to defend the evil woman. If I was talking about a man, an evil man right now, you would not have men coming to his defense in my chat. You would not have men deflecting in my chat. You wouldn't have men talking about women too. When I was talking about men being held accountable or what men need to stop doing in 2022, you didn't have not one man in my chat say women too. When I was exposing Bob Saget for the vile predator that he was, I didn't hear one man say, well, women be doing this too. They let they self be known who they are. And I can expect anytime I do a video like this, I can expect the witches to come on over here and tune in. I can expect the Jezebels to come over here and tune in. I can expect the trolls to come over. But there's real witches watching in the background. And they know exactly what I'm saying is true. They gain a sense of power off of hurting us men. Yep, somebody said it. Only a hit dog will holler. I'm gonna play some of this back, man, because this is just crazy.
So, Miss Yvonne, is there anything that you wanted to say to Mr. Monsell?
Why didn't you fight for him harder if you knew you didn't do it?
Listen, basic modern woman. Basic modern woman. Why didn't you fight harder if you know you ain't do it?
And what is it that he could have said that would have made you not believe the lie you were telling?
Right, because it was a lie. Don't act like, see, this is how manipulative this woman is. She's trying to act like that she had reason to accuse this man of something like that, and all he had to do was defend himself. She's trying to act like she had reason to make those accusations when she knows it was just a lie. Because according to the lie detector test, she was already exposed for basically saying, listen, I'm going to make your life a living hell. I'm going to ruin you. Let me tell you something, brothers. Do you know how many women that you meet on the streets that you come in contact with who are straight up Jezebels and devils, and the Most High help you dodge bullets? A lot of you brothers dodged a lot of bullets. You don't even realize how many bullets some of you brothers dodging. That's why I don't stand behind this whole pump and dump culture. Because all it takes is a slip up. All it takes is that woman to get to gather the right information against you. And anything that said will be used against you. A lot of y'all brothers need to give praises to the Most High that you dodged some of these bullets, because I'm going to tell you right now, you can be this man years later after years of pain. Yep, somebody GI number says it only takes one. Real talk. Yeah. I'm telling you, man, this is a damn shame, bro. Proverbs chapter 6, verse 32. But whosoever committeth adultery with a woman, lack of understanding, he that doeth it destroyeth his own soul. Y'all got to look out for these adulterous women. Women who cheat on their husbands. Women who serve other gods. Women who are into various practices. You better watch out. They're adulterous. And nowadays, these women, they will be dead ass pregnant with your baby. They will have your seed, brothers. And they still be out here dating. There's a whole lot of women, 5, 6, 4 months pregnant, dating. Jessica Freeman, thank you for the $20 contribution, says it's sad that men can't find women to love them. The hate is real, just wicked. Thank you for that, Jessica. I appreciate it. Thank you for your support. That's something also that's just very vile and wicked. And you see a lot of women online talking about being pregnant and dating and trying to smooth it over to make it something of normacy. Ain't nothing normal about you pregnant and dating. You got another man's baby in your womb. And you out here still busting it wide open for another man. That's sick. You don't respect yourself. You don't respect the father of your children, and you don't respect your child. Y'all 4 months you 4 months pregnant talking about we didn't work out. You got enough energy and enough effort to talk to other men on the phone, trying to court other men and date, but you ain't got the energy and effort to call your baby daddy and figure out what the hell y'all gonna do to make sure your child has a lifestyle that's going to work and be conducive for a functional member of society. You don't have time to make sure your child gonna be straight, but you out here getting another man's seed implanted into your baby. You getting another man's DNA being pumped into your baby. Somebody said, this is so heartbreaking. I can only imagine how this father must feel. The only explanation for her unacceptable behavior is the result of demonic control. This woman has lacks of remorse. And look, she ain't the only one. A lot of women are like this. A great deal of them. Matter of fact, to be specific, 2/3 of them are like that. Just like 2/3 of the men out here, they want to pump and dump. They're not about building. They're not about dynasty. They're not about legacy. They're not about trying to create anything. The same way goes for the women. There's 2/3 of women who think exactly like this woman. And they look at children as a means of control and manipulation to a man. Yep. Telling you, bro, this is sad.
It's Yvonne, you told the lie. It was a lie, and you told it. And you gotta own it.
I'm sorry. I need you to say that you did not rape your girls. I need to hear it come out your mouth the way I've always heard it, Ma.
The way I always heard it, Ma. The way they always heard it. That means she would repeatedly tell her young daughters, you know your daddy did this to you. You know your daddy was touching you. You know your daddy, you know your daddy did this. You know your dad. The reason why your daddy ain't around because he did A, B, and C, X, Y, and Z. How wicked can one be? Her daughters did not remember any of this. So this is psychological manipulation on a deep-rooted level. That she would instill something like that in these children. I mean, that's just foul. Yeah, somebody said he was targeted by her. This is sad. Yeah. For those who don't know, man, gang stalking is very real. And a lot of times people be agents. A lot of times they be sheer agents. They be honey traps. You never know this scenario, how this played out, how he met this woman. Honestly, I wish I could interview this brother. I want the whole backstory. I want the whole backstory on how he met this woman, because I guarantee that she was set up as a psyop. Because she did exactly what a gang stalker would do, what a honey trap would do. She did exactly what they would do. And I guarantee they more than likely, mark my words, they more than likely met in a church setting. They more than likely met in a setting in which you have a pastor that was more than likely a Freemason, or her family more than likely has Freemasons in it. I'm telling you. And I just like to commend that brother, because let me tell you, just like this. Listen, I'm a very spiritual man, and I'm still growing as a person. I'm still learning. I'm working on my patience. I'm working on myself as a person. But I got to commend this brother for how he dealt with this on this show. Deborah Thompson, thank you for the $50 super sticker. Highly appreciate it. Thank you, sister. I appreciate the love song. And shout out to all the women who aren't upset and really are just as outraged as I am. Because that proves that God's women still exist and 1/3 are still here. But I got to commend this brother because I'm telling you, my reaction, I can honestly say at this point in time, my reaction would have been a little bit more fervent. It would have been hard. It would have been difficult. It'd have been difficult to deal with that situation the way he did it. He literally faced the biggest demon in his life. The woman that he shared bed with and created 3 children with. The demon sitting right across from him. He had to face that on national TV. And I can't even imagine the immense pressure it took to deal with that. But he dealt with it. And he made sure her hair helmet didn't fly off. Wasn't no Jerry Springer security rushed in. You know what that man said? He said, look, lady, you got a demon. He talked directly to that demon. That's how you got to do. Listen, there's a spirit. I'm going to talk direct. Matter of fact, hey, Ayana, let me talk directly to this spirit. There's a demon in you. Don't think I don't see it. See, that demon was set up to destroy my life. But I still got the victory because I'm here. Yeah, he was very poised. He handled that right. Yeah, a lot of self-control. He was sleeping with the enemy. And that's how it is, man. You brothers got to protect yourself. Some of these women are 100% evil. They be looking good and everything. And it be the fine ones. And I can imagine back in her day, she was probably like that. It be them fine sisters, man. Not saying that every woman that's beautiful is evil. But I'm telling you, a lot of women who are evil, they know how to use their beauty to lure you in, bro. They know how to use their words to lure you in. And the Bible continuously warns us all through the scriptures. Proverbs chapter 6, verse 25. Lust not after her beauty in thine heart, neither let her take thee with her eyelids. Don't lust after her beauty. Don't let her take you with her eyelids. Chosen Seed of Judah, thank you for the $5 super sticker. Highly appreciate it. Yep, somebody said a lot of them be unnaturally beautiful. Yep. Yeah, and it's be like the Bible tells you, don't let a woman grab you with the allure of her eyes because she batting her little eyes at you. She making you feel a certain way. Man, that can't be the no all be all. You got to court these women. Because I'm sure if that brother knew that he was signing up for what he signed up for, he would have never took it there. Yep. Satan uses beautiful vessels for his work. Somebody says she's sitting there all stiff. That's because she's possessed. That demon got a hold of her.
I apologize for accusing you of rape and theft.
Yeah, right.
Please forgive me.
Come on. The body language don't lie, bro. Please forgive me. I apologize. After you say, why you ain't try harder to prove my lie? Yeah, I lied. But why you ain't try harder to stop my lie? Yeah. Well, you could have got a better lawyer then. You the one that let me in. You let the devil in. That's basically what her initial response was. Pay attention to that initial response. When they show you the horns, believe it.
You don't have to forgive him. You don't have to.
You see the energy that's building up in his body. He had to deal with this demon for 18 long years. Probably more than that. 20 something odd years. I believe it was 25 years.
I cannot accept your apology because it's not sincere. Deep down, I know that you didn't believe that. You knew I had no sexual desires for my children. for 25 years. This thing has broken me. I don't know. It has affected my life in ways I can't even count. The things that you did. This is not no game. This is these children's lives. And it's just a demon in you that you need to deal with.
Damn sure is, bro. Damn sure is a demon. And here it is. This woman ain't going to be held accountable. Where's the restitution? Where's the vindication for this? She needs to be arrested immediately. But this society here, man, this society don't care for holding women accountable. You had Jim Jones get on a podcast with Angela Yee and put it out there that his mama, at a young, tender age, as Jimmy Jones was growing up, learning about the birds and the bees, she decided that she was going to violate him by putting her tongue in his mouth. So much so it caused them so much confusion that he didn't even like his first kiss with a young lady his age because he thought it was normacy to be tonguing down his mama. He went on damage control mode and said that it was a joke. All at the same time, his mother was going into damage control mode and claimed that she taught him how to kiss without touching the tongue. Well, you're both caught in a lie. Because Jimmy said it was a joke, but you said no. We were air tongue kissing. We didn't really do it. No investigators came through. No nothing. Matter of fact, you had the pro-blackity black men and the pro-blackity black women basically pulling the mama card. That's still somebody's mama. It's almost like I'm feeling like we're in a Manchurian candidate, and the word mama puts all you Negroes back in a trance. Did they really do that good of a job where we don't hold mothers accountable? Was it the 90s when they rolled out, Mama, you know I love you, dear mama? Did they really program us to the point where we can't hold mothers accountable? The unhealthy relationships between mothers and sons, all while they treat their daughters like utter trash. Violate them by putting the father out of the picture so their daughters can be just like them. All while they're treating the boys like baby boys, letting them live off of them as long as they can live off of them, and nobody wants to say anything about it. All the pro-blacks come out and they defend Jim Jones' mama. They say they still somebody mama. Like soon as you say the word mama, we supposed to melt in the heart, even though these women are conducting atrocities on the family structure, and overall they're destroying our communities. The Bible didn't lie when the Bible tell you that mistress women would breed monsters. That's what's been happening. The lack of accountability is atrocious. But the truth must be told nonetheless, whether it's popular or unpopular. Rebel for Almighty, thank you for the $5 contribution. Says we can only mark them and their seeds to stay away from them. Absolutely. Thank you, sister. Beware of these type of women, brothers. Stop being led just by vanity and the beauty of the outside of a woman. There's still good women in the world. There's still women who understand their position. I don't make these videos to make you brothers lose hope, but I make these videos to make you brothers aware so you don't have a lifetime of pain, so you don't have to deal with the court system, child support, You don't have to deal with any of these things. You're so focused on becoming the man of the Most High that you're supposed to become. The Most High God makes sure that only those who are of the light are able to gravitate towards you. We must continue to pray for our protection. Don't open the door for the harlots and the whores and the prostitutes, because you're one slip up away from a bullet in a target. That's the message, brothers. Stay away from some of these women. They're 100% pure evil, unadulterated. I love each and every one of y'all. There's more content coming. As you can see, we've been getting it in lately. We've been bringing a lot of fire content. And as long as you all are liking these videos and sharing them, we can keep on moving at this value. Because this year is the year where we ascend to the next level. This is the year where our hard work is awarded. This is a year where we get out of our place of comfortability and we become uncomfortable enough to adapt to what's going on. This is the year that we separate from the 2/3 and we begin to unify. This is the year where we become exactly who we're supposed to be. I love each and every one of y'all. Hopefully y'all gain edification. If you did, like the button, hit the like button, share. Thank y'all for all the contributions y'all been sending. It's been highly appreciated. Thanks to everybody who super chatted. Y'all be blessed out here. With that being said, shalom and peace.